What's up guys, welcome to another video. This video is back to school tech, what's in the back to school backpack. Tried to cover the whole gamut of what you would need as a high school kid, college kid. Let's face it, this isn't for elementary kids, so if you want to watch and look for the future, albeit, but don't go asking mom and dad for this kind of setup for like 5th grade. Just saying, that's my disclaimer. So let's jump right in. So the bag I selected this year is the Tinba DNA 15. And why did I select this bag? It's not a super cheap bag, but I think it's a bag that's going to last a long time, so you can use this multiple years. This thing isn't going to fall apart. And it's very versatile, and it'll even maybe transition out of college into a career because it doubles as like a camera media bag also, but you don't have to use it as that, which I'll show you here in a minute. Also, this thing is, you can transform it into a small footprint, a large footprint. It's waterproof, it's durable. It's just an all-around great bag, and it's got a water cover, black for stealth, silver for reflective. It just goes on and on and on, and it's got so many pockets and so many cool features that I can't go on enough about this bag. The DNA 15 from Tinba. I'll have a link in the show notes so you can look at it a little more, because we're not going to go super in depth on the bag, but I'm going to go into a little bit of detail. So, like I said, this is the DNA 15, and it doubles. So just as an example, here's the weather wrap. This comes very compact. You throw it in the bag. Even though this is a waterproof material, you're not going to want it out in a drenching rain. So this is a great thing to have. You can invert this, like I said, black on one side, silver on the other. So even if you wanted to just use it in the sun, reflect it, you could. Keep your stuff as cool as possible while you're in there. The innards that I've taken out, so like I said, this doubles as a camera bag, so I've got some gear in the innards, so if you wanted to use this as actually a camera bag, you could. You've got camera lenses, some cleaners and stuff in there, but that's another video. So this is back to school, but I did want to give that kind of demonstration that this will hold a lot of stuff and transform into a multimedia bag per se. Alright, so let's just go in, and we're going to start on the side. Small pocket, bigger pocket, and then the main contents of this bag, so you can see what all I have. Now this is an Apple edition, so everything in here is going to be kind of tailored for the Mac when it comes to like equipment for like your computer and stuff like that. But don't worry, there's other things in here that Windows users could use too. There's just not a Windows laptop per se. But I've got a lot of stuff that would work with Windows laptops, so chargers and things like that. And I went at no expense, trying to cover everything in this backpack for a college kid. Everything you need should be in here, so let's dive right in. First thing on the left, this bag has a nice little outside pocket to hold a water bottle. Now, I'm going to say this is probably the best water bottle that I've ever had. So it's got 2 layers, it's insulated, it's see-through, you can get them in multiple colors, but you can see inside of here there's another container where the water is, because you can see that underneath there's like a gap, there's nothing in here. So this is all contained in the middle and insulated nicely. This is a no-spill water bottle. You can see I got ice and water in there. If I tip it over, you do not see a drip coming out. And that's even if I was to lift the water here. Okay? Might be a little residual from there, but if I do this, no water comes out of this. This is a bite activated tip. Easy to wash, just pull it right off. But definitely a cool Camelback water bottle. It's one hand carry, and you just put it like this. Like I said, you bite activate it, so once I bite, you can see, you squeeze and water comes out. Kind of taking you back to the nipple, right? Yeah, just don't bite. Anyway, Camelback, the Eddie. Very cool water bottle. Definitely going to have something to drink. You don't have to put water in it, put tea, whatever you want to put in it. But you got to have something, to carry around with you to hydrate and drink. So let's move on to the front facing here. This is for quick access. So I just unzip, and let's take a look at what we got in here. So the first thing I've got is an anchor cable. There you go. This is actually for lightning. So this is a nice little anchor storage. I think these are the power line cables. I have one for Android as well. Some chewing gum. Gotta have some chewing gum. Spearmint. Advil. Some of those classes can get pretty painful on the brain. Mints. Gotta have fresh breath. Some Altoids Arctic. Good stuff. What else do we got in here? Okay, so if you get bored, the old fidget spinner. That one doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It's just a fidget spinner, right? State-of-the-art lock. So say you've got a locker or a band locker, gym locker, whatever kind of locker. You know, high school, it's just a plain old locker. You put your books and your stuff in. This is probably overkill, but boy, you will be talked about as like, what's he got in that locker, man? Biometric lock. Basically, you just push this little button to activate it. I've programmed it already to fit to my fingerprint. It's in here, and I'll actually be able to unlock it. Boom. You can also Bluetooth unlock it from your phone. There's an app on Android and iOS, and if you happen to lose connectivity or anything like that, or this stops working, you can actually Morse code this to actually open it, and it's pretty easy to set a Morse code pattern to unlock it. So that's your combination, is your Morse code, like I said, or your bio. You can set up several fingers, and you can share this lock with other people, which is really cool. So I can send somebody a text with the ability to get in this lock. So say, hey, can you grab this book? I'm out of school and it's in my locker. I can send them the code, and then you can change it after that, or give them a one-time lock, unlock, a timed one that'll expire. So cool stuff with this lock, guys. This is from TAP, T-A-P-P, and I've used this in many occasions, and it's a great padlock to protect your stuff. Microfiber cloth. This is from Spuds. I don't know, Spuds. So this here folds out. Zpons. God, I don't know. There you go. I'll have a link in the show notes, so don't worry about it. But this folds out. It's really a nice microfiber cloth. It's got a little clip on it too if you wanted to clip it to something. But you always got to have a microfiber cloth to keep like your phone clean, or your tablet, or even your monitor screen. This little guy. So this actually comes in really handy. This is the Hero Clip. Say you're toting around your backpack and you got to go to the bathroom, or if you're in the locker room and you got your backpack and you got clothes or something in it, and you go into like a urinal or a stall area to have to change your clothes or do whatever. A lot of times there's no hooks in those stalls, and you don't want to sit your backpack on that infested floor. This little guy comes in handy because it turns into a hanger that you can actually hang this up on the stall door. Fix it to your backpack with this little carabiner, and it's very sturdy, and it will make it so where you can hang your backpack on any door. Very handy little guy. Highly recommend the Hero Clip. Next, some more mints. These are Viter Energy mints. Okay, so the difference between these and Altoids, these give you energy. These got this is the wintergreen flavor, but they're loaded with caffeine. They are sugar free. I don't know if I'd say these taste super great, but they do give you a boost of energy. So if you're looking for an energy mint, this Viter Energy, pretty good stuff. That'll definitely get you through a boring class, I can guarantee you that. And maybe last but not least, there's a little more interesting fidget cube. So if you're bored in class and you sit here and pass the time, these little guys are really good, you know, just to pass the time. Don't sit here and do this though. You might annoy some of your classmates or the teacher. So that's all I get in the front pocket. So, you know, stuff for kind of utilitarian stuff. Let's move on. Not a whole lot of tech in there, right? Sorry. A little bit, but not a lot. So I know you probably tuned in for the techie video side. By the way, see, this zipper is pretty cool because it's got this little hook. You just grab a hold and go for it. This one doesn't quite have that, but still definitely a nice little zipper here. With a little padding. So this year, obviously you need headphones as a college student, and since this is an Apple-centric case, got the AirPods with a carabiner and a case here. cannot pronounce what that is called, but I'll have a link in the show notes. But this is a pretty cool little case because it's waterproof, shockproof, and like I said, it has a carabiner, so gotta have that. Got my wallet in here. This is again a little fast access pouch here, so there's my wallet of choice, very slim, the only thing I need in there. I've got my iPhone 10, so you can keep your phone in there. Also, I recommend a pop socket for you kids, and if you don't have one, these are actually pretty darn cool. This here, again, this is a nice one. This is the Rebel Alliance. Pop this out, and then you can use this as a kickstand, so I can put it down like so, and it'll just kickstand it up. Or you can use this really to keep hold of your phone while you're talking on it, texting, whatever. It gives you that extra layer of security and protection, so you're not going to drop your phone, especially when it's in use. So pop sockets, kind of a fad coming on. There's getting different designer ones, you know. It's kind of like these fidget spinners when they first came out, very vanilla. Then they started coming out with like $100 ones that were made of like gold and titanium and had LEDs and flashing lights and all sorts of stuff. So pop sockets are getting that way too, with kind of some designer fashions and stuff. But definitely look into a pop socket for your phone. Again, another power line. This is the Android version, the micro USB. Spare pin. This is the Pilot G-Tech C4. I love these pins because they got a very fine, it's like writing with a very fine lead tip pencil, but it's a pin. And then a tile, so you don't lose your stuff. You know, you can find your backpack, hook these up to your keys, hook it up to something. You can use this to find your backpack or find your phone, vice versa, and no last place you put it. So recommend a tile. Moving on, another pocket here. So I don't have some of these pockets full, but this is from Wilgoo, and this is a really cool Apple Pencil case. It actually charges, so I can use this case to charge my Apple Pencil. It comes with a cable that you plug into the output here. You can see it's got the LED lights, and you use this case to charge your Apple Pencil. And of course, I've got the Apple Pencil right here, and all of its accessories, extra tip, charging adapter, and then a cable in here. So definitely a cool little case from Wilgoo that doubles as a charger. So very cool stuff. So that is the front. Everything that I had in that pocket. Let's go one more layer deep. Alright, so this here is from Bellroy. This is the Bellroy pouch. So you want to keep everything organized. This is what I have in my Bellroy pouch. So I've got Bluetooth speaker of choice for a student. Why not? It's the Clipster. Looks like a padlock, but it's actually a Bluetooth speaker that actually doesn't sound bad. Waterproof as well. It's the Clip 3. So you can hang this in your shower, hang this anywhere really you want to. It's got like a carabiner hook on it, and very lightweight. And then, like I said, it's got everything's waterproof, protected. So take this out, hook it up to whatever, and you got a nice little waterproof Bluetooth speaker. This here from Tin One Design. This is the Mountie. This will allow you to use your iPad as a second screen attached to your monitor on your laptop. So very cool little option there to hook your laptop and your iPad together, giving yourself a second screen. I have some Burt's Bees for the lips. Probably should have had that in the front, but got it in this pouch. And then also just some cables. This is kind of a cool little device. So this is a phone wallet. So say you want your student ID or something, or your major credit card that you only carry, your bank card, whatever. You can stick this to your phone or your phone case and use this as a wallet. So you can see here it's got a little flap in here. So definitely something cool. You can fix this really to anything, even your notebook. And like I said, keep your ID handy. What else do we got in this guy? Okay, this is coming up. This is a wipe for a notebook. Yep, we'll get into that. This is also a special pen for a notebook that we're going to get into. Storage. So my storage of choice is this G Drive Mobile SSD. Very nice Type-C connector. And this is a 250, no, this is a 500 gig, sorry, a portable SSD, very small footprint from G Drive. So you got to have some storage as a student. I've got the cables in here, as you can see. I've got Type C to Type A. I also have the speaker charger in here. And then speaking of more storage, I have this cool little Samsung thumb drive, 32 gig, that is waterproof, shockproof, dirt-proof, you name it. This little guy is a durable, cool little 32 gig thumb drive. So it is Type A, so you'd have to have like an adapter for your MacBook, which I do have to allow me to use these types of thumb drives. Alright, so again, this little Bellroy case got little pockets all in it like that. We got pockets there, pockets there. You can pretty much use this to tote quite a bit of tech around in it too. So very good little organizer from Bellroy. Again, this is their little pouch organizer. Alright, so we'll get back to this stuff except for the G drive. I'm going to put that down here. What does the towel and the pin have to do with anything? Okay, we're going to get there. Chargers. You're going to need power as a college student, right? So I've got two options in here. This is the overkill. This is the lighter weight and probably the more, I don't know, logical. This guy here has 26,800 milliamps of power, and he also can power your MacBook or any Type C device, and also has two Type A outs. So a very good charger from Rav Power. Again, this is pretty slim and compact, so that'll do the job. But say you want to take it up a notch. This guy here from MyCharge, this is the MyCharge Adventure, and this thing is amazingly cool because it's got an inverter in it and will provide a lot of power, plus it's waterproof, dustproof, you name it. This is built, take a beating, and the cool part is, hello, got an AC outlet. Hey, what'd you think the inverter was for? This thing puts out 40 watts of power. It's an AC 110, and you can turn it on the outlet on here. It's also got two USBs and a Type C. Again, all covered up and protected, so it's waterproof. And then on this side is the power in. So it is a barrel type charger, so you've got a power adapter that comes to charge this thing. But very cool. And as I turn it on, you can see I just actually click the power outlet on, and it tells you it's on or off on the USB side. It tells you how much charge is left on it. Pretty cool little option for this MyCharge. So if you're definitely looking for chargers, there's two good options for you right there. Whichever one works best for your budget and for your purpose. Alright, I know this is running long, guys. We're going to get to the main heart here. There's not a ton of stuff up here, but I did want to point out this killer lock that this thing has. It's magnetic. You simply do that number, okay? That keeps this bag very secure because this is a very easy to adjust. Like, see if I can do this with one hand, guys. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. This is what it boasts you can do it with one hand. Oh, behind the camera with one hand is not easy. But this is a magnetic lock. Oh, okay. I can't do it with one hand stretched like this, but it's supposed to be pretty easy to do, and this will affix to the lock and keep your bag secure. Now, how I said this bag contorts to your needs, it rolls. Look at this. Look at that. It's got Velcro and rolls down. So if you have little in here, you can roll this down and really reduce the footprint of the bag. Or on days where you want to bring a lot of stuff, you can unroll it up and have a lot of room in here. So let's pull out a notebook. This is from Bellroy. This is the A4 Workfolio. Again, you can have all your work and stuff in here. Keep your iPad, notebook here, pen holder. You've got just about everything in this nice, beautiful Bellroy leather Workfolio. Have organized, once you get to class, have all your gear into this, and you're good to go. Love Bellroy products. They're high quality gear. Alright, getting close to wrapping up. The Flint. What is the Flint? Okay, you're a college kid, right? You probably don't do your laundry regularly. The actual roll-up lint roller, so you can peel the next layer off, roll, and actually make that shirt look like it was just washed. Pretty cool little lint roller from Flint. Gotta have that in case you want to look good, right? Want to look good for the ladies, whatever. I got some extra pins. Another kind of lint roller, but this is the eye roller. This will clean your screens, and it just does that. And you roll this and you clean like your iPad, tablet, phone, whatever, your screen, the eye roller. Another really good device to keep your stuff clean, where you can view it. Emergency power. Power tabs. If you haven't heard of power tabs, they're pretty cool. These aren't condoms, by the way, but hey, I recommend those for the college life as well. Don't have them in this bag, but yeah, I don't know. These are power tabs. These are one use. Pull them out in case you need emergency. This is lightning. This is micro USB, backwards, iPhone, Android, power tabs. Emergency power. This will get you like a pretty good charge out of the package here. I think it gives you like half power if you're from dead. So good to have as an emergency backup in case one of those chargers dies or something. Then finally, Rocket books and an iPad. And then we'll get to the laptop of choice. Alright. Rocket books are so cool. This is the only notebook you're going to ever need. Okay? Why? Because you can reuse these, you can scan them. Let's look at this one. And I'm going to show you something here, because this is, I've added a piece. Pick up these little pen stations. The Ultimate Pen Transportation. It works with any notebook and any pen. So basically, I've installed that on here. It just affixes to any notebook, so you can have a pen holder like that, which is pretty cool. But the Rocket book is reusable. So I open this up, you can see, got the pen station installed. This here is killer cool because I can write and then scan it, and I can set these up. These labels are down here as well. They're just hard to see on the camera. But I can say, once I scan this with the app, send it to my, OneDrive, or send it to Evernote, or send it to OneNote. Whatever these symbols are set up to do, if I scan these with the app, it's going to make a copy of it and send it to that cloud storage. Then with water and this little guy, I can wipe the text clean and reuse the page. Okay? Pretty kick butt. I've done that a lot. This is the small version. This is the bigger version, the 8x12. The Rocket book here, and it's the same basic setup. QR code down here to scan, but the same kind of thing here. You can send it to the cloud. And this is what they boast at Rocket. Important tips. Prepare for launch, download the app, start your journey, Everlast, GetRocketBook.com. And so, example student, so journal sent to personal email, chemistry folder in Google Drive, history folder in Google Drive, biology folder in Google Drive, shared team folder in Dropbox, samples for CEOs, extra. Good stuff. Rocketbook, cannot complain about it at all. Good stuff. Finally, got an iPad 10.5. Definitely get a lot done on the iPad, especially with the Apple Pencil. You can take notes. I definitely want to point out one app that is great with the Apple Pencil and the notes, and that is Note Shelf 2. This is great for welcome to Note Shelf. Start taking beautiful handwritten notes on your iPad. Full-featured digital note-taking now. Take notes, record audio, add photos, mark up documents, use the Apple Pencil, draw perfect shapes, select different covers of paper, sync your notes, emojis, text formatting, drag and drop, scan documents, classic writing tools, mark up documents and images with all sorts of Word, Excel, PDFs, you name it. Make it your own, start note taking. Very good stuff. So, finally, the notebook laptop of choice, and this will conclude the back to school video for this year. The MacBook 2017 15-inch is my laptop of choice. Definitely like it, definitely does the job. Definitely works with the iPhone, the iPad, the iPods, the Apple Pencil, all that stuff. All integrates really, really well. And this is the back to school for 2018. I'll have a link in the show notes for everything here, guys. Let me scroll down just a little bit so you can kind of see it all laying out here. This should get you through. This is not a budget killer. Some of this stuff is a little expensive. Some of it's very cheap. But hopefully between all this you can find the right combination for you that you need to get through school. This is just some great ideas that I threw in that I've used in the past. I went to school last fall, so I've used some of this. I've set these kind of setups up with like this and the Mountie and the iPad. I've actually got a video of that. My setup, my work setup, especially being portable, going to a coffee shop and work, if you do online classes and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.